Do you ever feel like your best intentions to make a change and reach your dreams get hijacked by distractions, uncooperative people, lack of motivation, disappointment, and generally things outside of your control? Do you sometimes feel like you're getting in your own way, as if something deep inside you is sabotaging every move you make? Tell me about it. Welcome to Day Trips Out of the Box. This channel is dedicated to my own soul group, the unicorns on the planet, those who identify with one or more of the following: highly sensitive persons, empaths, INFJs, indigos, and starseeds. Today we'll be examining the biggest force that influences every aspect of our lives, the subconscious, and why it's a double-edged sword that can sink or save you. I'll also be introducing quantum hypnosis and why it's a little-known portal to unlock the secrets of the subconscious, along with an audio recording of a live hypnosis session. Stick around to the end where I'll offer 3 ways you can begin to access your subconscious today so you can start getting the clarity you need now. Hi, it's Andrea with Day Trips Out of the Box, a psychospiritual venue where we come together to break free from the matrices of our minds, step by step, layer by layer, making known the unknown and rewriting the scripts and stories of our lives, all of them, by exploring the quantum realm. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe and like buttons. This will help more unicorns find us here where they can get the info they need to do the most good. And links to everything mentioned in this video you can find in the description details below. We're going to look at what the subconscious is and how it holds us captive in various boxes of shattered perception, while also bearing our greatest gifts and ultimate freedom, and a key way to decoding this paradox that will begin to set us free to not only create but master our own reality of choice. Let's get started. The Matrix is a movie about how we live in an AI-simulated reality. There's some interesting debates going on now to suggest this may be true. Until it's ironed out, I'm going on record to say we do live in realities of our own making, based upon the programming of our brain through the first 7 years of childhood, starting with the last trimester of being in the womb. These boxes, as I liken them to, are made up of our beliefs, fears, insecurities, traumas, a complete operational system that runs by default anytime we're not fully present in the conscious mind, which is said to be about 90% of the time. The subconscious mind, as it's currently understood by mainstream science, is like a vaulted recording studio. This unbiased recorder acts as a mechanism to soak up all the data, beliefs, attitudes, emotional rules of engagement, and edicts of the family and society in general to expedite the growing up process. The delivery system of this program download is through hypnosis. In other words, the child's brain soaks up everything in its environment like a sponge. Babies, until they're 7 years old, exist at the theta level of consciousness, where there's no conscious interference whatsoever. So we as humans learn everything we need to know about being on planet Earth by emotional absorption and observation. Because this program came from what you soaked up in your family, you could look back and see if you remember. Was your family the kind that empowered and supported your dreams, ideas, and saw you for who you were as the unique, wonderful miracle that you are? Or was there drama, inconsistencies, and chaos? How did your family respond to emotions? Were there any pink elephants left running around to pretend didn't exist? The good news is you can absolutely change the default programs. The operating system you inherited is just an emotional feedback loop that got repressed into the back of the vaulted subconscious mind and became part of your mental construct. This may ultimately manifest within the body as an illness, phobia, allergy, and so forth. The mind and body are inseparable. One reflects the other. What's important to remember is the program is not who you are. This is a temporary placeholder until you decide to manage its contents. And even better news? Knowing this is an excellent beginning, hopefully one that makes you feel better, as that is the whole point. So how do you go about changing the program? Let me put it this way. As intuitive types, you may feel the official mainstream explanation of anything, including what the subconscious mind is less than satisfying. I've always questioned everything. I've gone out of my way to explore non-traditional, off-the-path means to discover the hidden underlying answers to my more troubling issues usually having to do with why I feel like something is wrong with me and why can't I just settle down and accept the way things are like other people seem to do. In addition to seeking altered states of consciousness through illicit means, I also explored natural means like sweat lodges, vision quests, Buddhist chanting, fire walking, and hypnosis to pierce the veil and try to understand myself better. In my 20s, after I finished up my master's in psychology, I found a woman who channeled a galactic group named Chico. Yes, Chico. Through Chico, I experienced my first hypnosis past life regression. From that experience, I came away with a new multidimensional insight as to why I had so much rage towards my mother. And from this encounter, as well as others, my insights expanded and I began to see more clearly from this new vantage point of multidimensionality. I had a new tool to forge my way through the dark, tracking the elusive dragon, calling me on from the recesses of my soul, beckoning me to realize my quest of self-actualization. For me, the subconscious includes this multidimensional quantum field, which is intimately connected to the higher self. This is the part of us that is connected to the infinite realm that channels insights and intuition through us and as us, to provide signs along the way that tell us that we're on the right path or not. This is a very real resource for us sensitive, intuitive types, and it's a gift. The supernatural powers that we may discover within ourselves, locked within the dormant DNA that is now awakening, is ours if we would only remove the rubble that stands in our pathways, thereby making our perspective a little clearer and our view more expanded. One way to decode the subconscious mind is through hypnosis. If we could speak with our higher selves, being open to the idea that it knows us intimately, what questions would we have? What answers could it provide that could help us now? Here, I would like to introduce to you Dolores Cannon and her quantum healing hypnosis technique, developed in 1968 before people knew anything about past life regressions. QHHT is an effective means to enable people to connect to their own source of wisdom, knowing, and healing through the Theta Consciousness Portal, the same level of consciousness through which our childhood default program was downloaded. We enter this state 2 times every day, once before falling asleep and again just upon awakening. So these are excellent times to work with. We must remember that all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. You are always in the driver's seat. What's important is that we decide for ourselves who we believe we are, what we want from the life experience we're having, and what's important to us now, and then act accordingly. If this means breaking through the walls of limitations of our habitual minds to do this, so be it. That's for you alone to decide. Through this gateway of what feels like pure imagination, the person in trance can travel backwards or forwards in time, as matter of speaking, as there is no time in the quantum realm, and find the most appropriate lifetime experience for the situation they may be dealing with now. We never know where you'll go. You could end up here, or even here. Whatever is most appropriate to answer the most important question for you at that lifetime. Quantum hypnosis is not a quick fix silver bullet, but it is a tool that can help open new passageways to offload a bunch of old subconscious programming and pave the way to new experiences. And as you begin to pay more attention to your thoughts and behaviors and begin to unpack those program boxes, which peel back like an onion, the clearer your mind gets, the more expanded your consciousness gets, the bigger your perspective gets, the better your vision forward gets, the higher your vibration gets, and then everything starts to revert to its natural, original operating system. Next, I'm going to play a sample of a past life regression where I'm the client and the hypnotist is asking the questions to help clear up where I am and what I'm seeing. When you're in a deep state of consciousness, you're seeing with the inner eye and simply knowing what's occurring through the use of your imagination. This was a rather emotionally intense session, but that makes it even more potent and therapeutic. Very big trees.
Some very big trees. What else do you see?
It's dark. Yeah, on the trees. Like it's like this just shade, very dark shade.
Just very dark shade. Nighttime or daytime?
It's like it's nighttime.
It's nighttime. Tell me more what you can see beyond these trees.
I see some like fireflies out of the lightning bugs flashing.
Okay, fireflies. Looking at the darkness. I hear crickets and you see fireflies. And can you take a look at your feet? Just look down.
They look like bird feet.
They look like bird feet. Okay. And why don't we travel up more to your body? Let's look what your body looks like.
These are long legs.
Long legs.
They're scaly.
Scaly legs.
Feathery.
Feathery.
There's a tail.
Tail.
And very wide wings.
Very wide, big wings.
Yes.
And what color are your feathers?
Gold and white.
Gold and white.
Long neck.
Long neck.
Feathery head.
Feathery head. Do you have a beak?
Small beak.
Small beak. Would you say you're a big bird or a little bird?
Big bird.
You're a big bird. As you're walking around, get a sense of what you might be doing there. If it's somewhere you go often, go and explore.
I'm not a bird, I'm a dragon.
You're a dragon. Tell me more about this dragon.
A golden dragon.
Okay, you're a golden dragon. And what is this golden dragon doing there?
I live here.
You live there. Now we know you live there. Just admires all the trees.
Look over at the other cliff. There's other cliffs. And I can see in the light there are other dragons.
There's more dragons.
There.
Okay.
And
tell me more about this dragon. Okay. Do you know these other dragons?
Yeah. They're just like me.
They're just like you.
They have long tails.
Describe them to me some more.
Long big wings.
Long wings.
Long tails.
Are they scaly?
And talons.
Okay. Okay.
They're just soaring there in the moonlight, the light shining off of their scales.
Their scales. Are they different colors? Or are they golden like you?
They're mostly golden.
Mostly
Some
gold.
are darker. And I'm flying.
Okay.
Flying over to them now.
Are they your friends?
So happy to see them. They're so happy to see me.
An elder.
Who is looking at me and greeting me telepathically.
Okay, what does he tell you as he's greeting you?
We are glad to see you.
Okay, they're glad to see you.
I've been gone away for a while. We are eager to hear your journey went and the news that you bring us.
Connect with him and see what he has to say. What is
The mission that you have embarked on is difficult, we know. And we know that you have all that you need, all the wisdom of the dragon clan with you. And it is emanating from you. Whether you say anything or do anything, it is there like a crystal that has energy that is just vibrating our message to the frequency of the planet and adding that wisdom just comes through. And it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you do. As long as you're happy. It only matters that you're happy. You must be true to yourself. The energy is strong. It's hard to regulate it.
It's okay.
It comes through.
Tell me what it feels like.
It is okay.
So, when Andrea's feeling this energy as this dragon, is this how she sometimes feels like she doesn't fit in this body?
Yes.
Because of this
Too
dragon.
big.
This dragon energy.
Big energy. It's
very uncomfortable being in this small space.
Okay. Very important day of the life of this dragon. Be there now.
This is the day that I answered the call to come to Earth.
Okay. And how did this call come forth?
This elder came to me and asked me if I would be willing to go and incarnate on this planet to help raise the consciousness of the planet.
Okay. And what did you respond to the elder? Did you ask any questions, or was your answer fast?
I said, if it is thy will, I will do as I am called.
Okay.
It is my honor to serve one. The dragon energy element is necessary. It's required.
So this dragon energy is important for Earth.
It is important to bring the wisdom of the dragon to Earth.
And this elder that told you to be coming to Earth, did he explain how your life on Earth would be?
Yes, he said it would be very confusing, that I would not know who I am. I would not remember where I came from.
Mm-hmm.
And I hold the wisdom in a capsule that would be released as I got older. And I would have that knowing inside of me. But I would never fit it.
So
that was okay, and it was not part of the mission. It was not part of it. It wasn't part of it. It
Okay.
wasn't part of it. That's not why I came here.
Okay.
I come here to make friends. I didn't come here to fit in.
It's okay, but the dragon energy is always with you.
Yes.
And that's what you came to do.
Yes.
You came to vibrate.
This is the DNA.
You came to vibrate in that dragon energy. And why is that dragon energy so important to Earth? Do you get a sense of why?
We are ancient ones. We are ancient beings. We understand how reality is and how consciousness is. We understand how life is. Life is as it is. It follows the nature. We understand the nature. We are the original forms of nature. We are a very old, ancient part of nature.
Okay.
It doesn't change. We know and understand it.
Okay.
And so, with that nature is a coherence. It's a signature. It's a vibration, and I hold it.
So the day that this dragon tells you to come into Earth, that was an important day where you agreed. I'd like to know, what planet are these dragons from? Are they from a different planet?
From a different dimension.
They're a different dimension.
Different dimension.
Is it Earth, but in a different dimension? Or is it a different planet?
It's on a different parallel Earth.
Okay.
It's from Earth. It's a different
dimension
of Earth.
Okay.
It's a parallel dimension of Earth.
And
We are one of the original arcade beings.
okay.
And even then, we always live in a different dimension.
In an alternate reality, always.
Most sessions aren't quite this exotic. In fact, they can be pretty mundane. However, I would say that after being on this path of self-actualization and expanding consciousness for the past 40 years, having the dragon show up is like receiving a grand merit badge. I've always alluded to this path as a form of tracking the dragon, and now here it is. Processing this session took a few weeks afterwards, but that's to be expected when you go deep. QHHT assumes that we as souls, coming from a multidimensional awareness, make contracts and agreements with other souls to experience, grow, and balance through this 3D life. This is your life path, and everything in it is there to guide and direct you onto your path towards self-awareness and remembering your soul contract or why you came here. Everything is on purpose and here to serve you. If you'd like to know more about the work of Dolores Cannon, she has written 17 books chronicling her journey as a quantum hypnotherapist and reporter over her 40-year career, and many of the compilation books can be checked out at the public libraries. I will be continuing the conversation of hypnosis and exploring the subconscious mind in future videos. There's a lot to cover, and I hope you'll join me. Now, 3 ways to access the subconscious. 1. Self-hypnosis sessions. As I said earlier, all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. I recently discovered several good self-hypnosis videos on YouTube. Many help with self-confidence, controlling overthinking minds, and even accessing the higher self. You can relax in the privacy of your own home and just let go, and they're free to try. 2. Daily observation. I mentioned that your life is a printout of the subconscious beliefs, insecurities, and fears that still run your lives. So the best way to access this is to observe your life. Try to refrain from judgment or negative self-talk. Otherwise, you fall back into unconscious patterns. Just observe in a detached manner as often as you can. This will foster mindfulness and presence. 3. Finally, walking in nature. Start with a simple question at the beginning of the walk, then tuck it away in the back of your mind and enjoy the presence of nature. Allowing your thoughts to wander in and out like clouds, and allowing yourself to breathe deeply with all your senses. Nature can put us in a mild, altered state of receptivity, as it is naturally coherent. The trick to all these deceptively simple exercises is that you let go and allow your guides and higher self to show themselves to you while you're relaxed and in a mild alpha state. If you're tense or need something to happen, you will be blocking the flow. If you'd like to experience a one-on-one hypnosis session with me to get to the deeper issues, feel free to contact me through my website. Otherwise, feel free to check out my Coherence playlist, a compilation of teachers, mentors, meditation music, and self-hypnosis videos to lighten your load. Thank you for your presence today. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video where we'll take more day trips out of the box.